I was in the airport VIP lounge en route to Seattle a couple of weeks ago. While in there, I noticed Bill Gates sitting comfortably in the corner, enjoying a drink. I was meeting a very important client who was also flying to Seattle, but she was running a little bit late. Well, being a straightforward kind of guy, I approached the Microsoft ex-chairman, introduced myself and said, "Mr. Gates, I wonder if you would do me a favor." "Yes," he asked. "I'm sitting right over there," pointing to my seat at the bar, I continued, "and I'm waiting for a very important client. Would you be so kind when she arrives as to come walk by and just say, 'Hi, Tom'?" "Sure," Bill agreed with a kind smile. I shook his hand and thanked him and went back to my seat. About 10 minutes later, my client showed up. We ordered a drink and we started to talk business. A couple of minutes later, I felt a tap on my shoulder. It was Bill Gates. "Hi, Tom," he said. I replied, "Shut up, Bill. I'm in a meeting." Bert worked in a dill pickle factory. For many years, he had a powerful, almost uncontrollable desire to put his member in the pickle slicer. Unable to stand it any longer, he finally sought professional help from the factory psychologist. After 6 months of intense therapy, however, the frustrated therapist gave up. He then advised Bert to just go ahead and do it, otherwise he would probably never have any peace of mind. The next day, Bert came home from work very early. His wife, Helen, became alarmed and wanted to know what had happened. For the first time, Bert tearfully confessed to his wife his tormenting desire to put his manhood in the pickle slicer. He went on to explain that today he finally went ahead and did it, and he was immediately fired. Helen gasped and ran over to her husband. She quickly yanked down his pants and underwear, only to find him completely intact. She looked up and said, "I don't understand." "What about the pickle slicer?" Bert replied, "I think she got fired too." Mrs. Smith complained to her doctor that her husband was golfing all the time. He competed on the club team, entered every tournament, totally neglected her, and literally gave her up for golf. They didn't have sex any longer, as he was always too busy golfing. "I have just the thing for you," the doctor said, and gave her a bottle of white pills. "Put only one of these in his morning coffee, and you should be satisfied." No pun intended. The next morning, she tried the pill out in his morning coffee, and in the evening, he kissed her romantically for 5 minutes. The next morning, she put 2 white pills in his coffee, and that evening, they kissed for 10 minutes and caressed each other for another 10 minutes. Still not satisfied, she said, "What the hell?" and put the entire bottle in his morning coffee. The coffee fizzed, a tiny whirlpool form, then dissipate. A few days later, the doctor's office called to check on her progress. A friend answered the phone. The doctor's nurse inquired how the woman was doing. A friend replied, "I just got here. She's unconscious, lying on the floor with her legs sticking up in the air. All the women in the neighborhood are in the same state. He hasn't seen me yet, but he's running around naked on the front lawn yelling, 'Where'd those chickens go?'